If you're not happy with the way your life is going, listen up. You have two options, right? You can roll over and give up and quit, or two, you can do something about it. But in order to actually do something about your life, the first thing you need is the power to change it, right? You have to obtain power, you have to get power, right? Power is the ability to control your environment, is to control the factors around you, so that way you can get what you want out of life. You need power to do that. So I'm going to teach you exactly what you need so you can get more power in your life and get what you want out of life. Listen up. Step 1. So this is the first step. This is the first thing you need if you want to have power in your life and you want to start making the change, right? This all comes from energy, right? You need to have the right energy if you want to control your life and take control of your life, right? So the thing is that right now you're actually in quite a good spot. You've realized that you want a change, right? There's that pain right there. You're tired of your situation and you want to do something about it, right? You know what that is? That's energy. So you're right there. You're at the door. All you have to do is walk through it, right? So this is energy, right? You decide that you want to make a change and you start looking in that direction, right? So first step, energy. Now that we've got that out the way, what you need right now is a plan, right? It's not enough to have energy. You need to direct that energy, right? For instance, if you have a car, a lot of people don't realize this, right? So let me break this down for you, right? So you have energy right now. So that's a good thing, but it's what you use the energy for, right? Where is this energy going to take you, right? Because this energy can take you somewhere that's negative, right? Can make your situation worse, or boom, we could be in an upward spiral, right? It could be something that's positive, something that can take you where you want to go, right? It's a lot like a car, right? So boom, you got your combustion engine, right? So boom, you're driving along with your car. What makes a car go forward is explosions, right? There's explosions. That's why, you start up the car, vroom, right? Those are explosions, right? But because it's channeled properly, those explosions actually propel you in the direction that you want to move, right? You don't self-destruct when you turn that key in the ignition, right? So that's kind of how you want to have to think of your energy, right? So you've got energy here. You don't want to self-destruct. You want to take that energy and channel it and start moving in the right direction, right? So step 1 is energy. Step 2 is a plan, right? Is a plan. You need to know where you're going. So how do you develop a plan so that way you can figure out where you need to go and you can get what you want? Let's talk about setting up a plan. So how do you set up a plan? What you need is clarity. Okay. Clarity. You need to be clear on what you want. The clearer your picture is of what you want, the easier it is to form a plan. And not only to form a plan, but to form a plan that is actually going to work. Clarity. How do we define clarity, right? So when you look at your plan, because right now you're in a position where you don't have the power that you want, you don't have the respect that you want, right? You don't have any respect right now. How do you get respect? It starts with self-respect. Do you have respect for yourself? Do you look in the mirror and think, I'm good enough? Do you look in the mirror and say, I'm going to go get more than what I have right now? Right? Because it's not about having talent. It's not about having talent. It's not about having skills. It's a mindset. I'm going to do this now because I'm tired of everything that's going on around. That's where power comes from. It's that burning desire inside to say, you know what? This is enough. I'm going to do something about this. Right? So clarity. Be clear on what you want. Right? So when it comes to building a plan, you want to make sure that you understand what is going on around you, right? So you need to be aware, you need to be observant, right? So observe. observe your surroundings and understand what you have, what you don't have, and what opportunities are presenting themselves around you, right? So let's give you a clearer picture. Let's paint a picture, right? So let's say there's a guy. Let's keep it simple. Let's make it about fitness, right? So let's say like there's this guy, right? And then he's really fat, right? He's fat and he wants to lose weight. So lose weight, right? Clear plan, observe, right? What's around you, right? Are there people around you that know how to get in shape? Are there? Are there people around you that have what you want that you can learn from? Do you have resources where you can open up a book, maybe go online, go on the internet, find out what are fit people doing? What are people doing to lose weight? Right? Because the thing is, boom, resources, right? Look around and think to yourself, what do I have around me that can help me get what I want? Right? So be clear, observe, resources. What do I have around me that is going to take me from point A, right, where I don't want to be, to point B, where I do want to be, right? So, I don't know, boom, like, guy with muscles now, right? That's where this guy wants to be, right? Boom. So he wants to go from point A to point B, right? What needs to happen to go from here to here? Observe, look around. What resources do you have? What do you have that is around you that can help you today, right now? Right? So resources. And then the second thing is you need, as I said, this is developing a plan. So you got your resources and you got to start to think to yourself, how can I take action today, right now, right? So it's take action. A poor plan, right? That a bad plan that you actually go out and you do something versus the perfect plan that never happens. Right? It's much more effective to actually start somewhere. Don't worry if your plan's not perfect. It's not about being perfect. Over time, you'll develop yourself, you'll figure things out. The most important thing is just to start. You look around immediately. What do I have in the vicinity around me that will help me out right now? And then you take action. How can I do something right now that's going to get me a step closer to where I want to be? Right? Because again, we're talking about power, right? The ability to change your environment, the ability to put your influence and your will into the surrounding environment and change things to where things start to benefit you, right? So the only way you're going to do that is if one, you open your eyes and look around. Oh, look, I've got something right here in front of me that's going to help me. And then two, you take action, right? So let's go to this example right here. So if I'm trying to lose weight, right, I'm going to look around. Okay, what's online right now? Okay, is there someone, maybe there's someone next door. Maybe there's someone in your friend group right now that's already here. Are you going to do something? Are you going to use that? Are you going to take action? Are you going to use that resource? So look around, find that resource, and then take action, right? So if it's a person, what are you going to do? Boom, message that person right now. Not tomorrow, right now, right? If it's a book, let's open it up, read it. Right? So it's all about taking action, knowing what you want, be clear, look around, figure out what you got, and then do something. Right? Do something. Anything. Right? This is about power. Okay? Power is not something that's gifted to you. It's something that you have to take. Right? See, power is about taking. Right? Up here, what we do, we're taking action, right? Action is not gifted to, you have to take it. Power is about doing things. Get up, do something. That's how you get more powerful. The thing is that you're not going to be perfect when you first start. There's going to be a lot of things you don't know. There's a lot of things you haven't thought of yet. But as long as you're, boom, moving along in the right direction, you will become more powerful, right? It's about consistency, right? So, boom, clarity, observations, resources, take action. You keep doing that over and over again. You gain experience, right? You start making better moves, better decisions. You start having more of an impact. You start becoming more powerful. You start to control the factors around you. It's your will over everything that's happening to you, right? Your will needs to be stronger than the adversity that you're facing. Power. Stay tuned. See, now a major step to gaining power, right, is consistency. Right? To gain power, you need to be consistent. Because we're talking about long-term goals, right? So in order for you to have power and feel like you have power, you need to be able to control things over a period of time. Right? Because anyone can get lucky. Anyone can come in and one day things are a bit better than they were yesterday. But in order to truly impact your situation, you need to be able to affect things consistently over time. So that comes from doing the same thing over and over, right? So there's a degree of repetition, right? So it's repetition. See, you hear about this in the gym a lot. That's why they say improving yourself in the gym improves you a lot in life as well, right? Because a lot of things that you do in the gym, right, reflect what needs to happen in other areas of your life that will actually propel you forward and help you to obtain what you want, right? So, boom, reps, right? So we do this a lot in the gym, right? It's called reps, right? So let's say, for instance, I know you want a big chest, right? So you're gonna go in there, you're gonna do a lot of chest exercises, right? But you don't just do them one time, right? You're doing them multiple times, right? You're doing reps, right? It's consistency. And you don't just do them one time, right? You do it multiple days, right? Across the week, across the month, across the year, right? It's ongoing, right? It's not one-off. It's not like a one-time thing. Okay, I want to build a chest now. Let me do one set of bench press per year and think something's going to happen. No, you got to get your reps in. You got to do it over and over. So when you're looking to obtain power and become more powerful, understand you're going to have to do things over and over again. Not just once, it's going to be multiple times. So get in a habit, right? Habit of making the right moves and pushing yourself and propelling yourself in the right direction, right? So consistency, right? So we got repetitions, you're doing something over and over again, and then you form a habit, right? So repetitions form habits, and habits, right? What is a habit, right? It's a representation of your behavior, right? If you have something's a habit, it means you're doing it over and over again, right? You do it without even thinking, right? Because the thing is, people have bad habits, right? They have bad habits. It's every time I sit down, I'm snacking on some cupcakes or something stupid, right? See, people got bad habits. People can do bad things over and over again. You can develop good habits as well, right? So good habits, right? You're doing things over and over again, but things that are gonna benefit you, things that are gonna push you closer to what you want, because that's what this is about. It's getting what you want. This whole thing, the whole reason why you're watching this right now is so that you can get what you want. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. It's got everything to do with what you want. And in order to obtain what you want, you need good habits, right? So it starts with consistency. Consistency is a very important factor when we talk about gaining power, right? So we got repetitions, we got habits, right? But then also you start to build skills, right? So skills. When you do things over and over, you become good at them, right? You become proficient, right? If I'm, I don't know, let's say I'm playing sports, right? Let's say I'm shooting hoops, right? If I go to the court and every day I'm in the same spot and I'm just shooting, swish. Over time, I get really good at shooting from that spot. Boom, I keep doing it. I build up that skill, right? And then it gets to the point where people can't do it like I can do it, right? They can't do it like me, right? That's a skill. You start here. Repetitions, boom, habits. So boom, one day I went there, I got my reps in, right? Boom, go there the next day, boom, I get my reps in. Boom, now it's a habit. Now it's like, I wake up, if I don't go and get my reps in, I feel weird, right? So now, boom, I got good habits. Next thing you know, boom, it's getting easy. It's a skill, it's my skill. Boom, now my skill's improving. Now when I go and I shoot that shot, they're calling out swish before it even leaves my hand. Swish! That's how you gain power, right? So, yeah, you can do it in sports. This works with everything. This doesn't just work with jump shot. This works with everything, right? You get your reps in. You get your good habits. It turns into a skill, right? And guess what happens when you have skill? When you have good skill? When you have great skill, right? It's hard to replace you, right? You become irreplaceable. Right? People need you. Now you're useful, right? Useful. Right? This is a big key to having power. See, when people need you, you're useful, right? They want to be careful with you. They don't want to lose you, right? Because you have that skill now and they can't find that skill anywhere else, right? You become scarce, right? So anything that has scarcity has value, right? You got more value, you're more powerful. Power, right? You start with the basics. What is it? Repetition, right? This is the boring stuff. Everyone wants power. No one wants to do the boring stuff. I'll sit there all day and do the boring stuff. I don't care. If that's what it takes to have control over my environment so I can get what I want, then I'm going to stand there and do reps. And then I'm going to show up the next day and I'm going to do more reps. And then I'm going to show up the next day and do more reps until I've formed a good habit. And then I'm going to get my skills up. Right? Now you can't replace me so easily. So now when I tell you I'm going to do this, it's like, oh, I need that guy. Right? They start making accommodations for you. Right? They start making exceptions for you. Right? Becoming more powerful because you're useful. Right? So I know it's a strange concept. You actually become powerful by being useful to other people. Right? So if I'm useful to someone else, that means I'm helpful to somebody else. It's ironic. You actually get power by helping people. I know, crazy, right? Crazy concept, right? But again, power comes from, it starts off with what? It starts off, as I said earlier, it starts off with energy, right? Because in order to sit here and do these reps and make these habits, right, and build up these skills, you need energy. And you got that energy right now. See, the energy comes from that pain. I'm tired of this situation. I'm going to do something about it. Here comes my reps. I'm going to do something about it. Here comes my reps. I'm still in the situation. I'm still tired of it. Boom, more reps. Now I've got a new habit, right? Now I'm moving in a positive direction. Because I've taken that energy and I've channeled it into a good habit. Now I'm building skills. And what's going to happen when you get that skill level up? You're going to be useful. You're going to be irreplaceable. You're going to be able to do things that other people can't do. Now you're valuable. Now guess what? They need you around. What are they going to do when they need you? they're gonna start accommodating for you, right? They're gonna start bending to your will. You're gonna be more powerful. But again, you gotta put the work in. You gotta get them reps in if you wanna be more powerful. That's right, you gotta do the hard work. You gotta earn it. You gotta take action with them reps. And that's how you get more powerful. Peace. If you're tired of the way your life is going, you're tired of being disrespected, well, it's time for you to obtain power. This is the biggest game changer for you right now. If you had more power, you'd be able to change your life. You'd be able to get the things that you want, right? Power. I'm gonna teach you how to get power.